And the water ran round about the altar, and he filled the trench also with water. Now, keep in mind that they were in a 3.5 year drought. Water was in short supply, and Elijah just used over 60 gallons of it in this offering to the Lord. Now, if you can see this, this is a repetition of the widow giving Elijah the last of her food and Elijah blessing her with much more. This is what we covered last time. Here, Elijah gives Yahweh a very valuable commodity at that time, water. And the drought would end soon after. But I don't want to run too far ahead of myself. Verse 36. And it came to pass at the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice, this is the 9th hour, about 3 p.m., that Elijah, the prophet, came near and said, Lord God of Abraham, Isaac, and of Israel, let it be known this day that thou art God in Israel, and that I am thy servant, and that I have done all these things at thy word. This was a very significant time of the day. Many miracles and visitations occurred at this time of the day. The time of the evening sacrifice, which is about 3 p.m., and it corresponds to the 9th hour of the Hebrew day. What specific miracles and visitations occurred at this time? Well, Gabriel visited Zechariah to announce the conception of John the Baptist. Daniel received future visions that Gabriel came to interpret for him. That's in Daniel chapter 9. And Daniel chapter 9 calls this time of the day the evening oblation. Still the same time of day, about 3 p.m. In Acts chapter 3, Peter and John healed the lame beggar who was in front of the temple. At the 9th hour, an angel visited Cornelius, telling him to send men to Joppa and bring back Peter. That's in Acts chapter 10. We're not finished. In Exodus chapter 12, the Passover lamb, this is the night before they left Egypt. That Passover lamb was killed in the evening, and the blood was applied to their doorposts. And I'll give you just one more, a big one. The 9th hour was the same time of day that Jesus died on the cross as the sacrifice for the sin of mankind. You can look at that in Mark chapter 15, verse 34, Luke chapter 23, verse 44. And at that time, the sin of man was transferred to Jesus on the cross. Even more amazing, Mark says that while Jesus was on the cross, the people thought that he was calling for Elijah. So at this same time of day, Elijah prepared a sacrifice for God in confronting the idolatry in Israel. Verse 37.